today we're going to be talking about expanding. Okay, what are you expanding on? And when we talk about expanding, we talk about literally everything. What exactly is expanding? Expanding is growing or stretching something, or focusing on something, making something bigger, making something longer, making something larger. Okay, so what are you expanding on? We often expand on thoughts, beliefs. We often expand on just different things like that. Okay, so the things that we are expanding on, we're giving our attention to, and we are giving our everything to, all of our focus. So when it comes to doing that, you can expand on a good thought or a bad thought. For example, if, say for example, it has something to do with your career. If you are going into an interview and you got done with the interview, you don't know if they are going to do a good, they're going to say yeah, you got the job, or no, you don't have the job. It's about what you're expanding on. What thoughts are you expanding on? Because that is what creates your reality. Are the thoughts that you're expanding on, is that something that is serving the belief that you have? So if you want a certain type of job, or if you want a certain type of relationship or a person, you have to match your beliefs with your actions, and your actions with your thoughts, and expand only on those things that you want to happen. Okay, most of the times, most likely, usually we all expand on things that we don't want to happen, or are kind of nervous, or kind of worried about the things. And we shouldn't be worried at all. We should actually take the time to let go and just let it come to us. So the thing that you're expanding on, is it doing any justice for you? You can expand on good thoughts or bad thoughts, good belief systems or bad belief systems. You can expand on anything that you want or don't want. The more that you pay attention to it, the more that you focus on it, aka the more that you expand on those things, the more it starts to show up in your current reality. So, what is it that you are expanding on? For me, I think that what I'm expanding on is being able to speak more outwardly, and focusing on, expressing myself from a soul level, and bringing that out into the world. So I've been focused on starting this podcast for a while, and kind of getting my thoughts out there, and like the ideas, and like the things that I know, and the guidance and teachings, things like that out there onto a platform. But it was always some things, some ideas that I was focusing on or expanding on that kept me held back and stagnant. So I was expanding on the fact that I couldn't do it, or I needed to do this before I did that, instead of expanding on actually going out there and recording a video and doing these type of things. So this is very important, because this is what makes or break a goal, or achieving a goal. Like if you're trying to achieve a goal, or if you're trying to lose weight, for example, because everybody loves to talk about weight and health and stuff like that. So we're going to talk about a health example. So if you're trying to lose weight and your thought process and your belief systems and the things that you're telling yourself is that, oh, I can't lose weight, or oh, I'm not going to be able to do this exercise, or I'm not going to be able to do this diet. Or if your thought process is like, oh, I'll just start next month, or I'll just start next week, or whatever like that, you're going to keep expanding on exactly that. You're going to keep saying, oh, we're going to wait till next week. Oh, we're going to wait until next month. Oh, we're going to wait until... It's going to be a constant cycle, because that's how everything works in the universe. So my suggestions, if you want to lose weight, for example, and this is just an example, start today and start now and keep expanding on that. Okay? Because the more that you expand on the things that you actually do, the more that you put action to the things that you believe, the more that you can expand on the actual thing that you want. So I have been doing like a workout challenge, a health challenge this week. And before that, I was always putting it off, like, oh, I'll start this day, I'll start on the 1st, no, I'll start on the 15th, no, I'll start on this day, that day, whatever, or whenever this happened or whatever that happened. But the more that you do that, it's not going to be for your benefit, okay? Because I knew it wasn't for my benefit. So what I do one day, I got up and I start doing what I said I wanted to do, and let go of anything that is holding me back from achieving that thing. Because that's really what it is. We constantly worry about, different things that are not helping the exact thing that we want to do. So, for example, if you have children or anything like that, don't let the children hold you back from achieving a goal that you want to achieve. Of course, you can try to work around some things, but at the end of the day, that's how you get everything started. Most of the time, starting things is the hardest part. But once you get into it, you keep going and you keep going and you keep going. After 21 days, the brain, and this is scientifically proven, after 21 days, the brain is reprogrammed into a new habit. You start to form new habits after 21 days of doing something, okay? So you will start to become used to it. And, that's all you have to do. Like, once you make it start that first day, and you keep going and you keep going and you keep going and you keep expanding on that thing, then you will definitely see success. Okay? And you may say that it's hard, but we expand on things every single day, whether you know it or not, consciously or unconsciously. We have a choice, and we make a choice to expand on things every day. For example, if you're at home and you consider yourself to be like a couch potato, I know for a fact that I definitely was a couch potato, and I was just sitting back relaxing. But something kind of motivated me to get up. A lot of heavy things that came into my life, a lot of traumatic events, health issues and things like that, woke me up. A relationship that I had woke me up. Everything that I've been experiencing helped to motivate me and help me to become a stronger person. And when things like that come up into your experience, into your life, use those things as motivation to help push you to the next level. And that's really like the most important thing. So what is it exactly that you feel that you need to do? Let me know down in the comment section. I want you all to like kind of talk with each other and like communicate with each other about what exactly it is that you all are, trying to achieve, because maybe you both or you all can help each other out with some things. So, again, expanding It's something that we do every day. So you can expand on a certain thought every day. For example, you probably been thinking about the same thing or the same thought every day for like the past month or the past year or whatever. Like, you could have been thinking about, the way your life is going, or your children, or your job, or you don't like this or you don't like that. The more that you keep thinking that you don't like something, or the more that you keep yourself in that situation, and the more that you stay put in that situation. So in the next podcast, I'm gonna kind of talk to you all and discuss how you can change that. Okay, how you can expand on different things that you actually want, instead of the situations that are currently showing up in your life or in your experience. So that's something definitely to look out for. I want to give you all another example of like focusing on something or expanding on something. Okay, so if I am thinking like, I don't like this job, or I don't want to be here, or things like that, and if I keep thinking that every day, the universe or the law of attraction is going to continue to bring that into your life. So it's very important to start saying things positive, or things that you want to happen. There's a lot of different techniques that you can use to start shifting or changing the life that you're living. And it all starts with the belief systems. What do you believe about your situation? What do you want to happen? And how do you get there? Okay. So this is very important, because this definitely can like make or break things in your life. And it literally can help you figure out what exactly you need to let go of, and what you need to continue to do, and just give you new opportunities as well. So if I wanted to expand on something, say I don't like my job, I work an office job, and it's tons and tons of paperwork. This is a true story. It's tons of paperwork that I have to do, and it's driving me nuts, because it's like just so much paperwork to do. But I want to change that situation. So I'm going to let go of the thought of that being stressful, and start thinking about how I'm going to change my financial situation. I want to make money online, or I want to do YouTube. I want to make an income doing some type of business, or something like that. So that's what I start doing. That's what I gave my attention to, because this is what I want. I'm not going to focus on the fact that I don't like my job anymore, because that's a waste of energy. Worrying is a waste of energy, and it's not helping me. It's not serving me. It's taking up too much space and too much energy within me. So I have to let that go, especially if that's not what I want to continue to focus on and expand on. So instead of being over here where I don't want, and the reality of things over here, I'm going to start moving over here, because this is where I want to be. So we start by doing it step at a time. A step at a time. Things usually happen gradually. There's really no time span on things. It can happen literally in a day, if you want it to happen that quickly. But it starts with having a plan and having a vision for the things that you want to do and the things that you want to expand on and the things that you want to happen in your life. So going from my office job to doing something like podcasts is something that brings me joy. This is something that I want to continue to do, something I want to focus on, something that I want to expand on, because it feels like a passion. It's a passion to me. And it's also a potential to make money. Okay? You need those resources. Okay? Don't worry about how everything gonna happen all together. Take things step by step. That's the most important thing to do. Because if I kept worrying about how everything is going to happen, I would never get anything done. And I've been doing that for many, many years. And I'm just trying to save you all the trouble from doing that. So we start by taking it a step at a time. Start getting into the passion that you actually want to do. And then work your way up from there. How do you want things to be? Kind of plan things out, but don't be so attached to it where you start worrying and stressing about it. Because that causes stagnation and it causes tension. And then you would be expanding on worry and fear again, just like the last job. So it's very important to try to enjoy the process. Okay? And I know sometimes that can be hard, especially when there's a lot of things on your list that you have to do. But one thing that I've noticed that helped me stop worrying or like kind of reduce worry and stress is write down everything that you need to do or want to do. So you won't have to keep that energy and that those thoughts and that stress inside of you. You can transfer it onto the paper. We're going to be talking about energy transference in another podcast video, but that's one thing that I do to basically help me relieve the stress. So write down everything on a paper that you need to do or want to do, and then whenever you want to think about it, you look at that paper. But you don't hold that within inside of you, because that's not the space to hold it in. Because you want to bring yourself to a state of peace and a state of progression. And worrying about things and trying to do multiple things at once, that's taking up a lot of space, and it's interfering with peace, and it's interfering with what you actually have to do. So take some time to write down what you need. Okay? So that's very important. And then take things step by step. Whatever's on your list, check it off. Accomplish. Those are literally goals. All the goals are all the tasks that you need or that you at least want to complete. And you don't have to do all of them if you don't want to. But at least you have that down on paper. So when you go back to it, you check off the things that you've done. You tackle it, one goal at a time, one task at a time. And that's how you maintain your stress levels. Okay? So that's very important. That's a powerful tool to use. Also, it's very important that you take some time to understand your stress levels and what is serving you and what is not serving you in your life. You may have to take a piece of paper and write down the things that causes you stress and that brings you peace. Things that you need to let go, and things that are helping you or serving whatever you're trying to accomplish. Okay? Or whatever you're trying to do, whatever goal you're trying to achieve. So take some time to write down those things. And, just do things one at a time or two at a time, however much you can handle without being stressed. Okay? Because sometimes we think that we need to be stressed in order to get things done, but we don't have to be stressed at all. We can relax. We can take a deep breath. We can let go. And we can still continue. But don't let go so far where you just give up, or you just out of your body or out of yourself. Make sure that you're keeping a certain level. Okay? So that's important. So again, list down below what exactly are you expanding on. And if you have any questions, I'm free to answer them. Just let me know. Also read the description to see any other podcasts that you may like on my channel. Alright? Or anything else that I'm offering in a description. But that's all we have for now. Until next time.